Kilo Alpha Niner Zulu Yankee Whiskey.
Roger, Roger. And what's the name there?
Jim Julian India Mike.
Roger, I should be able to remember that since that's my name. And what's your location again?
Just a little bit outside, about 20 miles north of Milwaukee there. Go ahead.
All right, Roger, Jim. Well, you're doing great there. This is a base station or mobile?
Mobile. It's a base station. It's a Kenwood TS-820. There, go ahead.
Repeat that again. I was just shifting, looking for an SDR. Repeat your model number radio.
Kenwood TS-820.
Copy that as TS-820, Roger.
QSL. I'm running a Kenwood TS-820 in a Shure microphone, a 522 microphone. Go ahead.
Roger, Roger. Now I can only copy you on the Milford, PA SDR, and they are low frequency is kind of rolled out, so I can't really tell what your bottom end is, but the top end of that microphone sounds great. Let me come back and tell me about your antenna system, and I want to try to see if I can get you on my local antenna. Roger.
Roger that. This is KC9 20 miles outside Milwaukee. I'm running a Kenwood TS-820 and a Hustler 5 BTV vertical right now. Go ahead.
Roger, Jim. Yeah, I think that EQ is pretty good. I couldn't copy you real well on my local antenna, but I could copy enough that I could hear that bottom end. And I think you're close enough. Roger, Roger.
Roger. This is a Shure 522 desk mic. 522 desk mic. Go ahead.
Roger that. Yeah, I think the EQ is just perfect on it, and your dynamic range looks to be about 3 dB, so you're running average peak modulation around 80 to 85%. Roger, sounds good.
Okay, I got my compression set at 4, mic gain set at 7. Go ahead.
Roger. Well, the mic gain, what you really want to look at is your ALC. Don't worry about the actual numbers on your mic gain. You just want to adjust your mic gain to satisfy your ALC reading, and your ALC meter reading should be mid-scale to 2/3. Mid-scale to 2/3, Roger.
Okay, copy that. Do I sound good? Go ahead.
Roger that. And I would, now we usually recommend that compressor to run at a 3. We usually recommend compressors be run at about a 3. That's because they'd be very transparent, and you would never hear a compressor actually working at a 3. So, and that's the best way, because when you hear a compressor working, it's too hot. Roger.
Okay, copy that. I turned the compressor down from a 4 to a 3. Compressor now at 3. Go ahead.
Roger. Yeah, I think it's gangbusters. I think you're sounding great. We have been recording, and so if you want to hear what it sounds like, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, that will take you to our Qso-Vlog page, and on that page you'll be looking for a Qso entitled My Group Air Check 81619. My Group Air Check 81619. Roger.
Roger that. Got a question for you. The microphone right now is set on low, and the radio says the microphone should be set on high. Got a comment on that? Go ahead.
Wait, can you A/B the two back to back?
This is set on low. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll set it to high. Stand by. This is set on high. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the high setting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead.
Roger, you probably need to be, that A/B test needs to be closer together if that's possible. But the last setting sounded great, Roger.
Roger that. So you like it on high better than on low? Go ahead.
I'd prefer another A/B test, but to try to get the two closer together, switch directly without as much time between them.
Copy that. Okay, I'll listen to the YouTube and I'll see what it looks like. Right now the setting is on high. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would leave it there. That sounds close. Sounds good right there. And like I say, if you go to YouTube and do that call letter search, we have about 670 Qso-Vlogs now, but on page 1, they usually put the latest, and that would be my group aircheck 8-16-19. Roger?
Roger that. Well, thank you very much for the information. I really do appreciate it.
Roger, Jim. 3ZW, sir. You have a real good afternoon and a great weekend. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, and the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog page. If you've got a radio, you want to check out the audio, give us a shout, KC9VKV.